Talk, shop, pop, movies.
Ahoy there, this is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile, and if you're a convicted cinephile yourself, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. On my channel, I like to talk, shop, and pop open, that is, movies and physical media. And in this video, I'm going to quick talk about 5 movies that won pretty big at the Golden Globes that went on to get goose-egged at the Oscars. If you don't know what goose-egged is, it means it didn't win nothing. These range in value of surprise and shock and such and things. So I'm going to start off with the least surprising, but very surprising nonetheless. Color Purple from 1985. This movie was nominated for 5 Golden Globe Awards, including Best Picture and Director for Steven Spielberg, and it won Best Lead Actress for Whoopi Goldberg. The film went on to be nominated for an extremely impressive 11 Oscars, but it should have been 12 because for some reason Steven Spielberg was not nominated for Best Director, even though he won the Best Director award from the DGA that year for The Color Purple. So not very often does the DGA winner end up not even getting nominated at the Oscars. Ron Howard for Apollo 13 is the other most famous example of that. So it had 11 nominations and managed to win nothing, not even Whoopi Goldberg. So it probably only really had a big chance of winning Best Actress, but given all its crafts, costumes, so on and so forth, it probably could have squeaked in somewhere. So that was a sad goose egg, if there ever was one. The next one on this list, I decided to go with Martin Scorsese's 10-time nominated Oscar loser, Gangs of New York. This was nominated for 5 Golden Globes. It won 2. It didn't win Best Picture, but it did win Martin Scorsese a Best Director Golden Globe, because this is back in the point where he was still extremely overdue for winning an Oscar, and I think they were just really trying to get him there for this one. And it also won Best Original Song for U2, which I believe did end up getting nominated, but lost at the Oscars as well, because it went 0 for 10 at the Oscars. The Martin Scorsese curse, as I call it. This got nominated for Cameron Diaz for Supporting Actress, Daniel Day-Lewis for Lead Actor, who I'm honestly surprised didn't win here, and of course it was also nominated for Best Picture Drama. So it's not as big of a deal as if it, won Best Picture and ended up going 0 for 10, but we'll get there with my next 3 picks. Smack dab in the middle of my list was 2013's, once again 0 for 10 at the Oscars, American Hustle. This movie was nominated for an impressive 7 Golden Globes, 1 in each acting category, which it repeated at the Oscars. It ended up winning 3 awards at the Golden Globes. It won for Supporting Actress for Jennifer Lawrence, Supporting Actress in a Musical or Comedy for the very overdue for an Oscar still, Amy Adams, and it managed to win the Best Picture in the musical comedy category. And like I said, it ended up winning none of those 3, or anything else for that matter, at the Oscars. That is my 3rd choice. Like I said, this is a Best Picture winning movie at the Golden Globes that managed to get goose-egged at the Oscars. And my numbers 2 and 1 are sort of a tie, and I'll get into those right now. Like I said, my numbers 2 and 1 are sort of a tie, not because of their nomination hauls and things of that nature, but because they both won Best Picture at the Golden Globes just last year, and neither of them won anything at the Academy Awards. One of them much more surprising than the other. This is the less surprising of the 2, I would say. The Fabelmans from Steven Spielberg was nominated for 5 Golden Globe Awards, 7 at the Oscars, and won nothing at the Academy Awards, despite winning both Best Picture Drama and Best Director at the Golden Globes. I didn't have any inkling it was going to win anything at the Oscars. It just didn't seem like a first place movie in any category it snuck into. So I wasn't surprised it went home empty-handed. But it's always shocking to see a movie win the top 2 prizes, essentially, at the Golden Globes, do absolutely nothing at the Academy Awards. And number 1, I said it happened last year, just like The Fabelmans. This is the musical comedy winner of the Best Picture category at the Golden Globes last year, The Banshees of Inisherin. It It was nominated for an extremely impressive 8 Golden Globe Awards. That's more than La La Land got. So that's impressive. It got in for 4 acting nominations: picture, director, screenplay, and score. And there's not a lot of categories at the Golden Globes for film. I want to say it's like 11 total. So getting in 8 of them is really damn impressive. Well, 7 categories because 2 supporting actors, but you know what I mean. But The Banshees of Inisherin was possibly, I need to rewatch everything again from last year, my favorite Best Picture nominee. It was at the time, at least during the Oscars. I really wanted it to win something at the Academy Awards. I was hoping it would maybe sneak in for original screenplay, or my favorite would have been supporting actress for Carrie Condon. I think she deserved to win that over Jamie Lee Curtis, who I love, obviously, and it's amazing she has an Oscar now after all these years in the business. But I think Carrie Condon was the better overall performance in that category. But it won Best Picture, Musical, or Comedy and Best Screenplay at the Golden Globes, and it lost both of those, along with The Fablemans, with Best Director and Best Picture, to the movie of 2022, Everything Everywhere All at Once, which ended up sweeping the Oscars with 7 wins. I expected it to win Best Picture and Director, and probably most of the other things it ended up getting. I was thinking it might lose supporting actress. Actually, I was thinking it was definitely going to lose supporting actress, and I thought it might lose screenplay to Banshees, just to give Banshees something. Like I said, I didn't think the Fablemans had a chance in hell of actually winning anything at the Oscars. It was very fourth or fifth slot nominee quality in every single category, in my opinion. But the fact that the same year, both Best Picture winners from the Golden Globes won nothing at the Oscars combined is ridiculous. This may have happened before. I tried to research it and couldn't really find much else. So if you know that, comment it down below. Prove me wrong. But this may be the only time in 80 years that this has happened. I doubt it, but it might be. And I just thought it was so funny that it happened just last year that I would shoot out a quick video about it. So those are 5 films that did well or fantastic at the Golden Globes that ended up winning 0 Academy Awards despite being nominated for a plethora. Once again, my name is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Shop, pop, movies.